Hey guys, the sun's going down, but I wanted to talk about a new plant that I've been excited to grow, and it's been a bit tricky to acquire it, so uh, I'll show you. So this is a breadfruit tree, and breadfruit grow in tropical and subtropical areas of the world. This one I ordered from Puerto Rico, so it has traveled quite a ways, and this is not the first one that we tried to ship over. I talked about this in my July garden tour, but the first one is right here, and it arrived with dead and dried leaves, and I tried to revive it, but it didn't really make it, unfortunately. And I have this plastic wrap over it in an attempt to save the stalk, but as you can see, it kind of dried up. So there's a small chance that it may resprout from the bottom if the roots are good, but this one didn't make it, so I talked to the seller, and they were kind enough to send me another one to make it right. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about with this episode is, so this is a plant that I ordered on eBay, and really any plant that you order online is going to be, in some ways, rolling the dice, but specifically with less reputable sources that aren't like super established, like they're just mom and pop nurseries that are selling on eBay and Etsy. Like they have great products, but it is a little bit more of a dice roll. What I do is kind of scrutinize the seller pretty heavily, I would say. I look at their past sales, I look at reviews, and especially look at reviews for the item that I am looking to buy. And after doing that, I finally decided to go for this. And the first one didn't work out, but they sent me out another one. They were happy to do it. And I think if you're going to order plants from eBay or Etsy or really anywhere, I would maybe stop for a moment and not, if you get a plant that, like mine, didn't make it the first try, I wouldn't haul off and leave a negative review. I would try to work it out with the seller, because from what I've seen after reading lots of reviews, is it seems to be the case that people jump to leaving a poor review when they could have worked it out with the seller. And I get it, but some of the sellers get a little offended. So it's just trying to be understanding of both parties, because they are usually mom and pop nurseries, and a plant has a rough time traveling cross country or even from a different country. So it's not surprising that it might not make it. It might get baked in the mail. It might get beat up, because mail's pretty hard on plants. So I guess I'm rambling at this point, but the points I'm trying to get at are, make sure you know what you're getting into when you buy from a particular seller. Make sure they've got pretty good reviews. Take a look at past sales. Take a look at even how they respond to their reviews. I looked at some of the negative reviews that this seller had, and they really were trying to reach out and make things right with the people that left negative reviews, and I thought that was a good indicator. So I went ahead and bought from them. So yeah. In terms of this plant, I am gonna try and baby it a little bit more than the first, which is saying something because I really tried to revive the first one, but I think it was just a little too far gone. But yeah, that's just some rambling about buying more plants online, especially from eBay and Etsy, because oftentimes you can find things there that you can't find anywhere else. So that was this for me. I really wanted to get a breadfruit, and of the reputable sources out there, I think Fast Growing Trees had them, but they were a bit too expensive for me, so I wanted to try this route first. So seems to have worked out. I'll probably have some updates as this tree progresses. Hopefully it does pretty well. I am going to have to push my zone a bit to maintain this tree, because from what I understand, it does not like winters, because its natural environment doesn't really get much of a winter at all. So I'm gonna have to baby this plant to acclimate it to my home, and then really kind of take care of it as we get to colder temperatures in the winter season.